Have you been wronged, viewers? Today, we go in search of the Dungeon of Wrong, and stomp out injustice wherever we find it. Since last time, I did make a side trip over to... first of all, I took the Moon Gate from the Minok area to Scarabri, which is just one Moon Gate leap, and restocked on a bunch of reagents because I will be needing various things very shortly here. I also ran to Vesper, which is an easy walk from Minok, to restock on gems, most importantly, so I can show previews of dungeon levels, and also got a bunch of extra torches just in case while I was there. So, the first thing I want to do, which is going to take forever because the wind is, as always, against me, is go more or less due north from this peninsula where Minok is. Because we were told previously by a beggar in Minok that the Skull of Mundane, an evil artifact that we have been told to find and only destroy, is located somewhere in that region. We were given coordinates, but that's basically what it translates into. I should probably just wait around until I get the right wind. Let's see, I know I need to go east a little bit to get where I'm going, so let me take care of that while the wind is bad. So this next peninsula here, that is roughly where I want to be. This is probably going to take forever, so I will edit out the unnecessary bits. Let me see, I should know these coordinates, but I don't remember them offhand. I think it's a little... there it is. I think we flew over this in the balloon earlier, but... obvious location for an evil artifact to rest. I think it's this square here. This one. No? This one? This one. Oh, right. We have to search on the darkest of nights. Which I believe that's the location. PFMF sounds reasonably correct. So now we raid around for the moons to darken on us. Alright. There it is. Got XP for that. I got a lot of XP for that, wow. Okay, well, whenever I get the chance, I should definitely go get my last level at Lord British's castle as well. All of you? Really? Wow. After all the effort it took to find boats earlier in the game. Okay, at least I only had to fight one of them. And, of course, the wind is now this way. Yeah, I need to go back south first. And yes, that did involve sailing around the edge of the world again, because that is how topology works. Absolutely. But the next dungeon, the Dungeon of Wrong, is right over on that peninsula to the west of Minok. Across that bay, whatever it is, I forget the name of it. I will probably edit out a lot of this, but I'm sure this is dreadfully exciting viewing. Okay, here it is. There are shallows all around the north side of this peninsula, unfortunately, so... Really? Come on. I would rather not have to fight all of you as soon as I make landfall. Especially you. Come on. Stand still. Thank you. Alright. You can go into the shallows? Okay. Alright. Dungeon is around here in this corner. Now, before I go in, I want to make sure that I have at least 4 Dispel spells mixed. So, A, C, and F. Yay! Yeah. Okay, good enough. Let's see what we find in the Dungeon of Wrong. Okay, first floor here. It's a giant wiggly thing, but you will see there in all the directions that there is the down ladder is actually enclosed fully by secret doors, so it would be difficult to find that if you weren't paying attention to your gens. So, the direction I want to take to get there is just going north to this corner, then east over to this corner. It's now straight north of here. And there's a rat here. I have not seen this map for what the secret door area looks like. Interesting. I can't shoot through secret doors. Did not know that. Okay, that takes me to the ladder. So, level 2. What happens on level 2? Okay, the actual way forward is these doors to the north and west, but first I want to turn east, go all the way down here. This door up here actually leads to a genuine healing fountain. Doesn't look wrong to me. And I definitely need that since I have not healed since I finished Covetous. Okay, now both of these rooms ultimately go to the same place. If you are just trying to get through as quickly as possible, I definitely recommend going west. There's nothing in there except some skeletons and a lich, but I'm going to go north instead. This way is annoying because you have all these sea creatures and other things that have missile attacks. There are actually slightly more interesting things you can find if you take this route, so I'm going to do this. Even though I'll probably regret it if these Cyclopes get a hit on me. They're not too bad as long as I can get them to pile up in the corner there. And get rid of the snake before it can poison me, thank you. And after that we should be pretty good. I guess I'll grab the treasure. It's a risky thing, but... Yay, not poisoned. or asleep. You're gonna come up in range? Thank you. I guess you could dispel your way through the barriers there if you really wanted to and get through here a little more quickly, maybe. And if you actually had a full party, that would probably be a lot more appealing, but I don't need to. I want to save my dispels. Alright, floor 3 here. What are we doing? So, first thing I want to do, the corridor goes over that way, but I actually want to go this way. Because by coming this way, you do get access to one of these orbs here. I'm not going to use it because it's just not worth it to me, but that would raise your attributes if you were trying to max that out. This being the Dungeon of Wrong, which I guess, sensibly enough, opposes justice. The orbs here would raise intelligence for truth and dexterity for love, I guess. I would think injustice would be a perfectly good anti-virtue for justice, but that's 9 letters, I suppose. Alright. I skipped it. This is the first ladder I came to, isn't it? Yeah, that's where I came down. This is the ladder I want. The ghost distracted me. By taking this route through the more difficult room, we also can come down here to level 4, where there are a whole bunch of treasure chests. Not that I need the money that badly, but it's worth pointing out. I did spend quite a lot of money on reagents before this session, so I might as well restock. So with that done, I'm going to the north now, to this ladder, which is actually the way down. So this is actually where the other room would have taken you to. It would have been another long hallway with no features at all. But that's why you don't really need to go through the more difficult room. It would just take you here anyway. So this door just leads into this hallway here. It's a big circle, nothing much to it. The direction I want to go is over here. There are 4 rooms in a ring around the next ladder, and the one I want to go through is this one here on the east side of it. Because all you have to deal with in here is a bunch of rats. There's also a sleep field, but you can shoot through sleep fields, so I don't care. I should have no trouble at all defeating all of these rats before I have to bother going through the sleep field, because they are going to rush straight through it at me. If they were clever, they could wait right outside the sleep field and gang up on me once I inevitably fall asleep here. But this was the 80s, and rats and nothing else had competent AI. For what it's worth, if you came through the north, there is some trolls, I think, in there. Not too bad, apart from missile weapons. The room to the south just has a bunch of slimes. Again, not too bad, but they take a while to shoot your way through. Do not go through the room to the east. There's like a Reaper and 4 Gazers in there, plus an army of Headless. They will put you to sleep immediately and beat you up to within an inch of your life if you are lucky. Don't go in that room. But coming that way, we just come down to level 5 with very few problems. And this level is actually so dense with connections that the recursion of the map generation actually fails here and leaves part of it unfilled. There's a whole bunch of traps here. They're all just wind traps, so don't worry about them too much, but you will have to get through here without your torch. But all you have to do to get to the ladder is just go 4 steps in any direction, turn right or left, and then go 4 steps in another direction. I'm going to go north just because I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn to the east. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the ladder, just trust me. Let's relight our torch. So, what are we doing here? Okay, this one. I'll peer at a gem again here. So there's 4 secret doors, 4 barriers behind each one. Let me see, are the fountains actually anything? The fountains are actually healing fountains if you care, but it's really not worth the trouble. All 4 of these rooms have annoying combats. Except one of them just has rogues, I guess, but there's nothing that way. Directly to the south, that ladder leads down to the bottom floor where I think... No, I'm sorry. That ladder just leads down to another hallway full of treasure chests. It's not worth it. The 2 in the middle just lead to gems there. And again, healing fountains. I guess you could use the gem and the healing fountain to max out your stats really quickly, maybe. It's not worth it to me. You see, the center left is sleep fields. The one to the center right is poison fields. Either one annoying. I'd probably say, if anything, if you were going to take advantage of that, and I guess I can probably show it on screen. Right here, 6 steps to the west, I think. Secret door. This room is just hydras and barriers. As long as you don't dispel the barriers, and as long as you don't step right in the center there, you should be safe from the hydras, so you can go just straight through there. Through the sleep fields, slowly. But I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to go all the way to the end here. Now, again, south of here is where there are force fields. You will need Dispel to get through there. You see 3 fields on the map. Because of the way exiting a room works, you would only need to walk through 2 of them, so you only need 2 Dispels to get through here. I already have that mixed, so I'm not worried about it. I'm a little more worried about all these demons, though. Again, if I can bottleneck them, it should be okay-ish. Having that magic wand now is making this a lot less of a pain to deal with. Okay, I think we're just about good here. Now, if you step right in the center of this hallway here, there is a switch that opens up all those walls. I don't think you're likely to step on that until you've killed everything anyway. I guess if you're trying to navigate through here with a full party, that would help some to be able to come straight through, but I'm not. Okay, so you come straight into a force field. This one doesn't affect you, but the next one does. So I'm going to cast my Dispels. There's one. Cast it again. And that takes me through into the descending ladder here. So, what do I have on level 7? Okay, this one. I'm going to go straight east. Not sure if it would have been worth my time to get into a corner or not. I think I should be able to get rid of the dangerous ones by the time anything surrounds me, so... Alright, done. Skeletons are not a problem. Okay, so if you go north from here, you'd find another orb if you follow the hallway all the way around. There's a fake fountain. There is also a ladder that goes down to one of the altar rooms, I believe. Yes. I don't care about that right now, but maybe you do. Where I actually want to go, though, however, is through there. This takes me to this ladder, which is the direction I actually want to go. This one, we actually have to go all the way down to level 8 to get to the altar room. Okay, so when I go through here, I am going to go through a series of rooms with a bunch of monsters to slog through. I do want to experiment with mixing at least one tremor here. Let's see, tremor is AEH. Got it. I haven't tested it, but I think it'll help quite a bit if I set this up. Alright, I'll get in a corner here so I can start taking out the skeletons before they can surround me. The demon's probably going to line up for ranged attacks. More than I would like, but that's okay. Or maybe I'll get very lucky. Excellent, the demon's out of the way. Alright, there's nothing fancy with switches in here, so just get rid of the skeletons if you care to, and move on. I have enough XP for max level, so there's really no point in me killing everything anymore, but whatever. Alright, in here, we have our first lava lizards, which I have not yet described. Lava lizards, they have 96 hit points, 7 experience points, they deal up to 14 damage. They are resistant to fire if you care about that, I guess if you're using ranged magic. And they also shoot lava, which has at least a chance of forming a permanent tile of lava underneath you, which can be annoying to slog through if you have a bunch of them. So that, plus a bunch of trolls that are going to be shooting missiles at me, I don't really want to deal with any more than I have to. Hence, whenever they give me a chance, we are going to cast Tremor! Okay, that's 2 of the 3 lizards. It helps. If I need to retreat around a corner here, if too many trolls start lining up, I can. Alright, the lava lizard's out of the way. I don't think it spawned any lava anywhere, but I'm not precisely sure how their lava spawning ability works. I think it may only be if they hit an empty tile with it. If they're firing randomly at you and don't hit you. We will see plenty of lava lizards later, so we will see more than enough opportunity to observe and experiment with that mechanic. So this room is a bunch of spiders. I don't think I've shown the spiders on screen either, so they have 64 hit points, they award 5 experience points, they deal up to 11 damage, they have a poison attack, watch out for that. They are also non-evil. I don't think I've seen them on the world map yet. I don't think they come out until 20,000 steps, which I don't think I've quite reached, but just remember, if you encountered them on the world map, don't kill them while they're fleeing. And of course I get poisoned. That's fine. I'll deal with it on the way out. I'm not certain because I've blanked the other dungeons out of my memory already, but Wrong definitely feels like one of the more consistently difficult dungeons so far. Especially given that it has stuff like that one set of rooms that can utterly screw you over with gazers if you choose the wrong path. Which is probably the theme that the developer had in mind for this dungeon, just having alternate paths that can potentially be bad for you if you choose wrongly, maybe. I don't know. Supposedly, according to interviews, he did have themes in mind for the dungeons, but I don't know how consistent or meaningful those actually were. Okay, before you go into this final room here, we are almost done. Do make sure you have at least 2 more dispels available. You will need those in the room here. Alright. I'm going to back up as much as I can so the slimes don't surround me, but I do want to eliminate the Zorn if I can. Not quite fast enough. They are going to surround me. Alright, I can get into a corner here. Good. I'm not going to get the XP for the Zorn, but I don't care anymore. I forget if slimes in this game are capable of dividing or not. I know in the next game they can, and it's very annoying. I don't feel like I've seen it happen here. Okay, the monster list I have does say they can divide. Oh, that may only happen if you hit them with a non-magical weapon. Which I am no longer doing. Alright. If you go south from here, that would take you eventually to another altar room. I don't want to go there. There is another exit from this room, but you are going to be searching a long time if you don't actually have a map to refer to. It's up there in the top left corner. Which is why you need to be sure that you have your dispels ready. That's where the switch is. Get the treasure, why not? And that puts us right here on the altar. It's not get, it's search. And we get the green stone. Hooray! Let us mix our exit. A, D, E. And done. Now, if you are keeping track, we currently have 7 of the 8 colored stones. You can also barely tell from my little Ankh symbol there that I am missing elevation in just one virtue, which is Valor. And after that, we are basically done with all, or most of the key goals of the game. We are not done with the key goal of the game, if you know what I mean. But we'll deal with that later. But we will be getting that last virtue elevation and that last stone next time. Until then, thank you for watching, and good night.